Can we all just agree that the mainstream media is an absolute joke? They're continuing to find the dumbest stories to continue to paint a bad narrative around this movie, to continue to give this movie a bad rep. This is just another example of that right here. We also had a story from a couple days ago where a couple men in a theater for showing for the Joker caused a ruckus in the theater. Oh no, they caused a ruckus. That could happen to any movie, literally any movie, and this is another example of that. This story right here could happen to any movie, but because it happened before the showtime for Joker, they are going to continue to use stupid stories like this to continue to try to paint a bad picture around the Joker, trying to paint a narrative around this film that it is this super duper bad evil movie and it's going to inspire anyone who watches it to become a psychotic incel. That is exactly what the mainstream media is doing. They hate this movie and they will do anything they can to try to give this movie just the worst reputation that they can. Joker, student banned from AMC theaters for no singles policy prank. And I love it how at the beginning of this headline, they put Joker right there at the beginning to try to, once again, even just subconsciously, make people think, oh, this happened because of Joker. This movie is bad. That's exactly what they're doing here. It's so obvious what they're doing, and it is so ridiculous. A fake flyer posted to Twitter caused confusion and led to one patron getting a letter from the theater security department. Given the mild cultural panic surrounding the October 4th release of Todd Phillips' Joker, mild cultural panic? What are you talking about? The only people that are panicking about this movie are you people, the mainstream media. You are literally the only people that are having a problem with this movie. It has what, like a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes right now? 90% on Rotten Tomatoes from the audience. Let me actually look at this because and then for all audience it's 92%. But the critics, on the other hand, give it a 68%, but top critics give it a 44%. Yeah, the only people that are having an issue with this movie, that are making it seem so divisive, are people like the critics who are, who think that they're better than everyone else, who think that they know what makes good movies and all that type of stuff, but at the same time, the only thing that they ever talk about are the political messaging behind the movies and how this movie is going to be super duper bad for society and all of that type of stuff. It's just ridiculous. They continue to make this movie seem like it's this huge polarizing divisive movie, and it isn't. It's at number 9 on IMDb's top movies of all time. This movie is not divisive. People are loving this movie. Normal thinking human beings that are going to see this movie are loving it. It's fair to speculate that theater security and guest services departments have had a rough couple weeks and were on edge going into last weekend. It's been just so rough for the security at these theaters. When I went to my theater, it was one of the most chill experiences I've ever had in the theater. It was just like a normal day at the theater. There wasn't any dramatic things going on. There was no extra security or police officers roaming around or anything like that. It was literally just like a normal theater experience. My theater wasn't even that full. It wasn't a busy night at the theater. My theater was maybe a third full. It's these people are so caught up in their own delusional fantasy. It's just insane. On the night of October 3rd, Twitter user Jim Payne, who declined to share his first name with The Hollywood Reporter, but whose last name is Payne, posted a picture of a flyer taped to a ticket kiosk outside the MC Orange 30 Cinema in Orange, California, that read, please note we are enforcing a strict no singles policy for tonight's showing of the Joker due to safety precautions. We will not be admitting anyone without an additional partner. Great, I can't see Joker because I am here alone. WTF AMC theaters, and I actually have it pulled up here. So this is his tweet right here. And the funny thing is that you can tell that this guy is being super sarcastic and facetious. He also posted this and said, "We serve whites only, no Spanish or Mexicans." And then he said, "Sigh, not much has changed, huh?" It's just, I mean, it's so obvious to anyone who understands how the internet works or has any ounce of understanding of sarcasm, knows that this guy is just messing around and just trolling. No Vietnamese ever called me incel. It's just like, it's so obvious that that's what he's doing right here. But no, we gotta take it super, super seriously, right? Super seriously. Now, do I think that he deserves to suffer some consequences for doing something like this? Because, this did paint a bad rep for, I guess AMC theaters for a while, because of this. So, they have kind of a PR issue, however big or small it might be, because of this. Do I think that he deserves to get a lifetime ban from AMC? No, I don't think. I think that's kind of severe. But at the same time, I think that he did kind of reap the consequences for doing something like this. So I'm not blaming the theater for doing anything about this, because, they're the theater. They have the right to do something in response to this. And I think that it was a really stupid idea for this guy to do this. But at the same time, this isn't that big of a controversial issue. This isn't like anything that's, this isn't a big deal. I just don't understand why. Well, I do understand why the Hollywood Reporter is going out of their way to write an article for this. It's because they want to continue to make Joker seem like it's super bad, right? The flyer was not real. It was created by Payne as a joke and references to an old 4chan meme, and AMC was not amused. The replies to Payne's tweet are peppered with users adding AMC guest services to inquire. Okay, there's like maybe 3 people that inquired AMC guests about this, so yeah. Let's see here. So yeah, so basically he got a ban because of that. So was it worth it for the lulz? I don't do anything for the lulz because I'm not that type of meme loser, so I guess it wasn't really worth it, said Payne. I was just having fun with it at the time, so I don't know. It was kind of just something for my friends to laugh about. The theater no singles policy has been a long-running joke online and has evolved to other more absurd claims such as singles tax, theater metal detectors, theater penis inspection, and etc. So I joke about that with them, and I do go to the movies alone, so I always found the joke funny. As for whether or how he plans to possibly get around the ban, I unfortunately can't grow much facial hair, so I'll have to resort to either sitting on another guy in a trench coat or wearing grouch glasses. So, I appreciate the fact that he has a sense of humor. I mean, that's very obvious here. But he obviously maybe took it a little bit too far with this. But at the same time, like, they're using just the dumbest, most obscure, unimportant stories that they can to continue to make people think that Joker is a horrible movie, and people who go see this movie are horrible people. It's just ridiculous. So, I mean, I already had no respect for the mainstream media, but it's so clear that they are trying to push their own political narrative, and it's becoming more and more clear every day, especially when we get things about this when it comes to movies. Like, the thing is that they are continuing to become more aggressive when it comes to pushing for these types of agendas that they are in their articles. I don't know, it's just insane. So anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think. The mainstream media is super upset as well that nothing terrible happened over this past weekend. Like, they were rooting for something really bad to happen, just like what happened with The Dark Knight. They wanted something like that to happen with Joker. They are very sad that nothing happened. So because of that, they have to resort to ridiculous stories like this for their controversy. It's insane. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.